This is it. I'm not going to take you home.
But thank you so much for dinner. I had a lot of fun. It was really good.
Of course, yeah. It's really good. Oh my. Okay. This is a lot. I just want to know if I'm taking you like home after this or no.
I have work in the morning. I'm sorry. I can't.
So this is it? Like I'm not going to take you home?
No.
All right.
Is that an issue?
We'll split this then because I'm not going to pay all this.
You can have my card. I wasn't even
Okay, good.
here.
Unless like you want to come home with me because I can gladly pay for this and take you home.
No, you can put my card down. It's really not that much money.
Listen.
Do you have financial issues at home or something?
No,
I can well over afford that.
I just want to take you home.
I'm very offended that you think a girl like me would go home with you because you just bought my meal for me. Who do you think I am?
That's how it's supposed to be.
Who do you think you are?
That's how it's supposed to be.
And I never want to see your face again. You're disgusting.
Amazing. The hard truth about male desire that women actually avoid. Guys, there are two types of connections when it comes to a woman. There is an emotional investment and a sexual investment, and they just don't happen at the same time, and they don't mean the same thing. And a woman can like you and still not want you. She can laugh with you, she can text you, she can grab food with you, she can hug you, she can tell you good morning and everything, but not feel anything sexual towards you. And I think so many guys, I think they just miss the mark. I don't think how they miss it, they don't understand when a woman is reaching out to you that way, that means emotional comfort. Doesn't mean that she wants to be with you sexually or see you in a sexual way. Sexual investment is totally different. It's because it's coming from her body, thoughts, her fantasies, her daydreams and everything. And the beautiful thing about that is that it's her body, it's how her body responds through the emotion and not the logic. It seeps through and gets that way. And when she feels something that she can't explain, when being near you makes her feel alive, it makes her feel nervous, it actually draws her in. And that's the difference between I like him and I want him. Or I like him and I have to sleep with him. I want him and I have to take his clothes off. I want him and I want him to send me a pic, those D pics. Those are the differences in everything, and that's what we're actually going to talk about on today's show. It's pretty amazing how it works, but when it works, it is truly a masterful and beautiful thing, and that's what we're going to be talking about and discussing. The thing is that there are going to be signs in her body and signs of how she is to show you that, guess what? A woman is always going to tell you something, guys. She's going to tell you if she wants to sleep with you or she just wants to hang out with you. And the signs are totally different, and so many guys miss the mark on this. And what I always try to tell you guys is that when she's into you, she's going to do certain things. But I want to talk about emotional investment, because emotional investment, where a lot of guys take it wrong, they think emotional investment is actually a sexual investment. They think that the woman actually wants to sleep with them, and that's not the case at all. Two totally different things. They move totally different. I'll give you an example. For instance, she may message you here and there, but it's always just to keep the door open, okay? She's not talking to you for sexual conversation. She's just keeping the door open to spend non-sexual time with you, which is weird to me. And it's just a woman that actually just wants an option. She's comfortable hanging out one-on-one with you. She likes to just, go places with you, go eat. go hang out, go spend time, because she feels safe with you, safe enough where she knows that you're not going to do anything crazy to her. But she wants to explore the friendship more than anything else. But there's nothing connected. Oh man, never do this, but this is what happens for a lot of guys. But she's smart enough when she feels like you're being too pushy, because the thing that most guys don't understand is women already know when you're trying to sleep with them, but they're smart enough to keep a little bit of rope or a little bit of distance space between the two of you by letting you know about other guys or talking about other guys, because she wants to make sure that at the end of the day, you never have the idea that she actually wants to be with you. It just doesn't work that way. She'll do a lot of things, guys, to you guys out there. She'll be very friendly to you. She'll be warm. She'll be, I don't know, she's really pleasant. But women, when it comes to sexual, it's not a pleasant thing, and I'll explain that in a second. But in order to understand what I'm talking about, is a woman that lets you get close. She likes to hug you, and I always talk about the top titty hug. What is a top titty hug? A top titty hug is when she hugs you, pushes her ass back that way, and you feel the top of her titties, no nipple touch or anything like that. It's like a sister to a brother type hug or something like that. She'll touch your face, touch your shoulder, or something like that to give you enough crumbs to keep you around. But it's just what women do in these types of situations when they feel something. They feel a closeness and they feel a bond with you. And it doesn't mean that the bond that she's feeling is a bad thing. It's just that at that moment and at that time, it's just that there is such a safety with you that she doesn't want to lose that bond. But for many guys out there, we tend to get that all wrong. We mistake that for her wanting to be with us because she reaches out to us, because she texts us and she wants to talk to us and all that stuff. That's not what we're doing. We don't do that in the game. We don't move that way in the game. And unfortunately, for a lot of young men, they assume that when a woman is doing things outside of the realm of an average woman, that woman actually wants to have sex with him, that woman actually desires him. And that's not the truth, and that's what I want to talk about. And that's why, if you saw in the video, the guy, if you go back and just listen to his voice and listen to how he presents himself, that he was never going to get sex. It was only a hangout and a friendship. It was only two people hanging out, having food, having fun, enjoying each other's company, and that was it. It was nothing more, nothing less. And it will never be that way when you are actually in the bad situations that most of you guys are in. Most of you guys are in these bad situations because what happens with most of you guys, y'all mistake the wrong things, and it doesn't make you a bad person or anything like that. It's just without the game, you're gonna miss all the cues. You're gonna miss everything in between, and you're gonna miss all the signs, because there's something that happens in a woman when she starts to feel you and she wants to be with you. And this is why I always tell you, with the game of creating sexual tension with that woman, creating something in her to make her feel, I need him like air, like the air I breathe. I need him more than anything. I need his presence. And there is something different that's going to happen with a woman when there is sexual tension, and that's what I want to talk to you guys about when it comes to sexual tension. When there's sexual tension, it is a huge connection and a huge attachment that she is actually going to have with you. And when she has that, there are going to be certain things that are going to go through her head, certain things that she's going to feel, and certain things that's going to go through her mind that is going to be more upsetting. And that's why I want y'all to understand what the difference is. If a woman is not doing these things that I'm about to talk about, then there is no sexual tension. It's just an emotional hangout between two people. First thing I would say, one of the things is they'll get mad at you and they'll ask, why didn't you text me back? Why didn't you call me back? And this is not about the message. It's about her position in your life. Her emotions are involved, and now she's reaching out to you. Why are you taking so long to get with me? You know, what, did I do something wrong? Are you mad at me? They'll start asking you all these questions because they want to be in your life so bad that they are going to reach out to you and chat. Like, they're going to get mad at you for being so busy and not getting in touch with them. Who do you think you are not calling me? And it's crazy. That's what sexual tension is. Sexual tension is a woman. Now, they're going to act cold, but her cold is not a cold like, get away from me. It is going to be a cold where she's going to think that you're like every other average guy out there, and she's going to utilize that to try to take the control back because she's already lost it with a real man, because inside her heart and her mind and what's between her legs are on fire, and she wants to be with you. She wants to hug you. She wants to kiss you. She doesn't want you to think about anybody else but her. And what happens is that she is going to try to run away or pull away to see if she has a hold on you, and it just doesn't work that way with men. And what is so cool about it is another thing that she's going to do is she's going to be real playful. Now, there's a playful with friends, right? Playful jabbing and everything. No, her little jabs are totally different, because her jabs are more about reassurance without even asking about it. Her jokes become her little piece of armor, and the emotion behind it is real. Stop playing with me. If you guys remember the last video I put out about compliments, it's the same thing. When you give them a compliment, are you serious? Stop playing with me. Stop it, Steve. See, this is what I'm talking about. You're always fucking around. You know what I mean? When you could say anything to her, anything that throws her off, well, not really throw her off, anything that she's not used to hearing. And then when she hears that thing, what happens is she really loves to hear that. Again, I'll give you a prime example. You can call him sexy, you can call him beautiful. You say, how's my baby doing? That's my baby. Oh my God, I'm your baby? I'm not your baby. And they'll do all that stuff. Not when a nice guy or a friendly thing is like, hey, you're my baby. Say, oh no, I think we're just friends. I think there are boundaries, and that's what I'm talking about. So another thing she's gonna do is she's gonna bring up small things without an emotion behind those things, okay? And I think many guys out here, they get it all wrong because she doesn't want to give herself away, doesn't want to just let you see that you have a power over her. But it's just reactions that she's feeling because she knows she's connected to you. They get upset over something minor. This is where the logic is all gone. Her heart's leading the way. And these are reactions. Now, look, I know y'all think it's crazy, but they'll ask about other women. Oh, you must be busy with that woman today. You know what? When you find some time to talk to me after you're done with those women, I'll be around. It's things like that women are actually going to do, and it's an amazing thing. But also, another thing, when she has a sexual connection with you, her silence is also going to change the mood, man. Not her silence, but your silence is going to change her mood. And this is one of the deepest ones, because this is you affecting her without even trying. You're now, again, remember, we're not actually really playing games. It's just that If you're wasting my time, I'm not going to talk to you. If I feel that you're not putting 100%, I'm not going to talk to you. There's a lot of reasons why I'm not going to talk to you. But your silence is definitely because you're always going to be in her head, and they just can't take that. And women who are sexually interested in you are going to let you in on a physical level. She's going to make space for you. She's going to welcome in the touches, the tension. You'll get the photos, the nude photos. They'll tell you I'm about to take a shower. See, they won't tell a regular guy that I'm about to take a shower. She says, I got things to do to an average guy, but they'll say I'm about to take a shower just to kind of mess with our heads a little bit so we can get a nude visual of them. Women are really smart at what they do, guys. And what happens is a woman who is, when she is emotionally invested into you, what's going to happen is that she is going to ask about your day. She's going to ask how you're doing and what you're up to. But there's not going to be any flirting with it. It's not going to be any fun. It's not going to be any sexual conversation where she starts to flirt, she starts to talk real nasty and dirty and all this other stuff. So what I'm saying to you guys out here, it is very important that we don't confuse emotional friendship with sexual tension. We have to stop confusing comfort over desire, because a woman is going to feel comfortable with you, but comfort doesn't mean sex. It just means I feel comfortable around you. I like your time. I like your energy. I like how you are and things like that. And that's the thing that so many guys get wrong. You see, for me, I love the game by creating sexual tension and make her feel antsy between her legs, where she knows I'm a sexual person, but she knows I'm so good at what I do that it's so fun and exciting not to push something forward, not to push the pendulum of sex and things like that, but just to truly spend time together. And I'm telling you, man, when you have that when you learn the game and you stop pushing things like dinners and trying to take them out and trying to impress them and things like that, everything is going to change. When she notices that you're not the kind of guy that plays around or plays games, you're not the kind of guy that's going to waste time or anything like that. I'm not going to take you out to dinner. I'm just not going to feed you. That's just not what I am. I love women that are just laid back, man, where they just, okay, for you guys out here, let's slow this down a little bit. For many of you guys out here, I know let's say a ripple in your reality. So because women are not talking to you and not communicating with you or anything like that, when a woman does do anything outside of the realm of what you're used to, that means women not talking to you, women not reaching out to you, women not doing anything. The moment a woman does, that's emotional comfort. But for a lot of guys out there, they will mistake that feeling for sexual. They think that is a sexual tension. So then they assume that I've got a shot to get between her legs. So now what I gotta do is show her what kind of gentleman I am and take her out to eat or something like that. Gentlemen, I don't go out to eat. What I love the most, man, is when you learn the game and you learn your mouthpiece and you're talking to them and they soaking up what you are and what you're doing. What's gonna happen is there's gonna be a tension between you guys to a point where she's gonna start flirting with you and she's gonna reach out to you and she's gonna start telling you that, you know what, you have a cute smile. They're gonna talk about your lips. They'll talk about your skin, if you have a dimple, your hair. They'll start doing all that. But then what's crazy, they'll start asking you sexual questions about positions and you know, how many women, and it just gets crazy. And when you just be cool about it, you just like, look, hey, and one thing I always do when they get that way, I just don't go right off the bat answering the questions. I'm cool with it. I'm like, hey, look, we don't have to talk about that right now. Let's not do that right now. We don't need to discuss that right now. And it holds them off. Or they'll say, I'm about to take a shower. I'll be thinking about you in the shower. And I'm like, then I say, if you want a sample of me, that's why I'll do the shower game, guys. You know, I always tell you about the lights, the loofah, and the music. And they cream over that because they're not used to someone making such a sexual connection here. And then that is going to open a gateway to many things where they're going to start sharing their thoughts, their feelings, their emotions, how they feel, what they think, why they think those things. But the most important thing is they're going to tell you all this stuff because in their mind, they want you to be a part of their world. They want you to be a part of what's going on in their life. They want you to know without a shadow of a doubt, listen, I'm feeling you, and I want to let you know that it's not just feeling you. It's like I appreciate the fact that you're not just like the other guys out there. That's when you know, man. Guys, the women will talk about other guys, and women will talk about other guys. And what do I mean by that? A woman talking about another guy for a regular guy that has an emotional, what you call an emotional connect. If it's emotional, I think I made a wrong, god damn it, made a fucking wrong turn, shit. Guys, I made a wrong fucking turn, man, shit. Sorry, go ahead. You going that way? Okay, thank you. Thanks, thank you. Sorry, thanks. Made a wrong fucking turn, man. Where the fuck am I going? Shit, made my wrong turn. What I was saying is that, sorry guys, but when a woman has an emotional connection, what she's going to do is actually say to you that there's this guy, I don't know why guys do this. Why do guys play games? What is it with guys? So what they're doing is they're trying to create space between you two, right? All right? But when there is sexual tension and they're talking to you, they will give you a great compliment and say, wow, you are just not like other guys. It seems like everybody I talk to, all they want to do is send me a dick pic. The moment I smile at somebody, they think I want to have sex with them. The moment I say hello, they think I want to sleep with them. And you know what's the thing about you, what I like the most about you is that you allow me to just be me and you're not trying to push things. And I really like that, enjoy that. So you can see the difference between the interactions and the conversations. And as long as you get those interactions and you get those conversations, you'll see the difference in everything. And that is why what I'm talking about today is very important, because I don't want any of you guys to mistake one thing for something else. I don't want you guys to mistake a woman that is emotionally cool with you as a mistake that she wants to sleep with you. Like in the video, it seemed like the guy, if you can tell, the guys, if you listen to his voice, you can tell boring conversation. He knew from the get-go she didn't like him, but he tried a Hail Mary by taking her out and then trying to take her to a nice restaurant and then trying to get sex from her and then getting mad. He got in his feelings. Gentlemen, you can't get in your feelings when a woman isn't doing anything. Because gentlemen, I tell you a real quick story. I've had many women tell me, listen, you're a smooth talker. You're one of those guys, and I just want to let you know I'm not that easy. You just can't have this. And I'm like, what the fuck? Have what? Oh, you can't have me. I said, and I'm like, wait, who said I wanted you that way? And that just starts everything up. But I will have women say that to me as well. They will say things like, what? You think I'm easy and all this other stuff. And that's just a wall that they put up when you have game. because they're really nervous, because they know that there's something they're feeling for you, and it's just they don't want you to know that right off the bat, so they'll just cover everything up with a wall and just pretend to be something else. But this is why you have to understand that just because she's nice and just because she's sweet does not mean she wants to sleep with you, and you need to be able to read the signs. If a woman is playing games with me, and what I'm saying, because again, I'm never asking of a woman to take her clothes off, give me sex. I just don't like wasting my time. My time is important. I don't like wasting it, but I'm always straight up with them, so they know that I know some things that most guys don't. The ones that actually beat around the bush and play games, those are the ones that create most of the problems that a lot of women have today. So gentlemen, we just have to be careful and be mindful of where you're at. And I know this sucks, but it's very important that you are honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself and realize at the end of the day, does this woman actually like me, or is it just a fantasy of mine thinking that just because she's talking to me that she wants to sleep with me? We have to be honest with ourselves. And if you're honest with yourself, guys, you'll be fine, okay? Because I don't want you guys going into this expecting anything. Like the game scrolls, no expectations. I expect nothing of a woman except not wasting my time, but I have to sit back and watch her movements to determine that thing. But I'm not making it about sex, because I know how to strip her down here. I know how to undress her. I know how to put my lips on her, and I know how to penetrate her here. So that's the thing women are not used to. And when they meet a man who knows how to do those things, you become really dangerous in all of this. That's what I want to say to you guys out here. Guys, this is going to be the end of our video, but not the end of our discussion. Gentlemen, if you've had these problems before, let us know in the comments. I'd like to hear what has happened, where you made a mistake, where you assumed one thing when it was really something else. Let us know. I'd like to hear from what you have to say in this. And guys, if you enjoy this video, before I even say that, gentlemen, don't forget, we have live shows. You can talk to me live. We do live shows, call-in shows, where I talk about text messaging, voice messaging, text messages, everything, the game, dating, everything live, where you call in live, call into the live show, talk to me live, and we'll chop it up, man. You have to realize the real ones will face you head on, and there's nothing that you can ask that I don't have an answer to. I'm just trying to show you guys how to be the answer. And once you can learn how to be the answer, you're actually gonna change the game up. Now, if you like what I'm saying, you are going to love this video that we have right here. Guys, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I ask that you appreciate yourselves. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.